Many, many things. Uh,
I did a lot.
I don't know now what to tell you because I was so naughty.
Just single most, just one. I've done many.
so, where we live in Mohali, I think around 15 years ago, they were building a railway track, and the railway track was elevated. So, we used to go on cycles, and at that time, we used to play all these video games on the computer, road rash, and all these bike motocross games. And I was at that time, using my brand new Ranger cycle, which used to have gears. That was the only cycle which used to have gears, and I used to try doing wheelies on that and stuff like that. So me and my friend decided that we want to do, similar motocross on the cycle, and we decided that we'll go to the railway track because it's elevated. We can start from the top, go down, make a jump, and do the motocross. And we failed miserably. We went to the top, and we came down, did the jump, and the moment I landed, all the gears and the bike, it broke and it fell apart. And yeah, I mean, when I got home, I had to hide my cycle so that my parents don't see the cycle for about 2 days. And once they saw, then it was the last day of Gurpreet Singh Sandhu because I got a good beating.
I left my home, when I was so young, I just opened the door and I left running, and maybe I was outside my home, 2-3 hours, and they have to look for me. I went out running to the street. I did it a few times. That's why I say I was a good boy.
My father was supposed to meet one friend, and he told me that go to the playground, but because I were always playing football and just 5 minutes more. Say, okay, go, but in 10 minutes you have to be here because I have to leave, and otherwise you will be out. Say, okay, no problem, I will be here. So that 10 minutes became half an hour. So I went home, I knocked the door and no one was there. So my dad left. So I have to wait like 6 hours sitting in the stairs, just waiting for them to someone come home, no? So he was right. He didn't go to say me anything else. And from that day I learned that I have to be careful with the advice that our fathers give us, because otherwise we can be in trouble like that.
I think I left home. I packed a small bag and I just left home. I thought that I'll just go and leave my house and make my own life. I was a little bit sad because of a nice beating I got from my mom. So I left home. I reached the bus stop and I realized this is a stupid idea. Thankfully I came back, and to my surprise my mom already knew, and she asked me, what happened? Why did you come back? And I thought I was doing all this without her knowing, but I was oblivious to the fact that my mom was my mom.
Me and my sister used to fight a lot, and there was this one time when I stuck a bubble gum in her hair, and for punishment I had to pluck out the bubble gum out of her hair after that, and it took me about 2 hours. I couldn't even cut the hair around the bubble gum. I had to pluck it out. And there was a time when me and my sister we used to do a race up till the roof of the house, and we used to stay like pretty close to the airport, and we used to see all these planes landing. And one day, how you try to act cool and tell your sister things that are not happening in real, but because they are kids and naive, they don't know, they believe anything. So I told my sister, you see this aeroplane? Yesterday, I caught the tires of the aeroplane and I went to the other roof of the neighbor and I jumped off and I came downstairs. And she believed me. And next day in the school bus, she was telling the same story to everyone. And I was like, yeah, I did that. I jumped from the roof. I caught the tires of the aeroplane. And then I jumped off on the next roof of the neighbor. So yeah, I've said a lot of stupid things and did a lot of stupid things.
To everyone watching, Happy Children's Day.